What's up, YouTube? We're on the road again. But it come to my mind something that happened a couple of days ago, and we'd like to get your opinion about it. We have some thoughts on the matter. It's just a short video, a couple of minutes, that we're going to show you. And we would really like to see some of your thoughts in the comments. No doubt. Tell me what you think, man. Because the water is a nice place to enjoy. Walking down the beach, cooking out on the beach, swimming in the river, swimming in the ocean, swimming in the bay, boating, kayaking. You don't have to have a yacht, really, to enjoy what God gave us, the ocean and rivers and lakes, even the man-made lakes. You don't have to have a yacht to go out there. You ain't got to have the biggest boat with 3 motors on the back or 2 motors on the back. You get where I'm coming from, right? You can use a John boat, canoe, what they call a kayak. Man, I had a bad experience with a kayak one time. Going out from the, what was the name of that river? Tappahannock River. Going out into the Chesapeake Bay to try to get to, what's that island over there? Tanger Island. That's right, Tanger Island. Yeah, man. A buddy of mine, real close friend. He was from Iraq. No. Iran. Old Raymond from Iran. So, anyway, he had a kayak, a 2-seater kayak, 2-person kayak. And he wanted to go over from the back of his hotel, on which he owned the property, went out to the Tappahannock River. And we was going to go from there over to Tanger Island to spend a couple of hours, get us some juicy crab cakes. Because, you know, they are famous for their crab cakes, right? So we was going to do that, kayak over there. But once I got out to the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay, like, oh, no, we can't do this. Because the kayak he had didn't have no real back support, right? So I'm sitting up front, he in the back. I'm holding the fishing poles. Yeah, we had like two fishing poles, one for him, one for me. We was going to do some fishing. And then kayak at the same time. We're going to kayak over to Tanger Island, get some crab cakes, and bring a few back for later that evening while we sit around the pool at his motel. He was the owner of the motel. So we hanging out, enjoying ourselves. And when I saw that bay, how big it was, the Chesapeake Bay, the distance from that mouth of the river to Tanger Island, you could barely see the island. You know, he was saying like, there's some sense to what I'm trying to say right now before you watch this news report, so you understand where I'm coming from. So when I looked at where the island was, I'm like, no, man, we can't do that. Plus my back is hurting because I ain't got no back support. Plus, on top of everything else, you know how many miles that is? That's about 18 to 19 miles one way. Then we got to come back, and then we got to get out of the way of a tanker that may be coming up and down the bay, or a fast boat, you know what I mean? A recreational boat, a fishing boat, because they don't give you no respect. I'm like, no, we can't do that today. That's too far. That is too far, man. So we beached it at the mouth on the beach area where nobody lived. And we had our little apples and bottled water and a bag of chips apiece. And we talked and laughed and joked a little bit with each other. And then we went on back to the hotel and sit around the pool and grilled out at the pool. enjoyed our weekend there. But anyway, I've realized that going real far in the water in a small vessel is not the most prudent thing to do. It's nice to enjoy the water, but you got to be careful and prudent on your safety and that of others that's with you. So when you see this news report, just happened a day or so ago, let me know in the comments, do you think that foul play had anything to do with it? Or do you think they were just swamped by a recreational rude boater? You know how they come by you and make a wake and it could flip you over in a very small vessel, especially if they come too close to you. Or on some rivers and lakes, sometimes, I don't know if it's prudent to say roadways, but I know on Chesapeake Bay and Atlantic Ocean, you can get a rogue wave to come up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But in this particular case with this couple, I think that maybe a rude boater came up and washed them over and kept on going. Because people really don't care about one another no more out on the water. It's very dangerous to be out on the water if you put yourself in an unsafe situation. The Good Samaritan Act, people are supposed to, in other words, it's against the law for somebody to see you stranded or in danger on the water and go by and don't help you if you ask for help. Or even if you can't ask for help, but they know you need help. It's against the law to do that, to ignore you. But the way people are today, you ought to know it. They will ride past you, look at you, and keep on going. And some of them won't even look your way, and they know they're coming too close to your boat. If you anchor and make you rock from one side to the other. If you're not aware, you could fall, bump your head, you know what I'm saying? Knock yourself out, fall overboard. Anything bad could happen. That's why they have no wake zones in certain parts of the water. But anyway, check this video out. Let me know what you think. Captain Fox, looking forward to hearing from you. Peace.
The mystery deepens surrounding a weekend birthday celebration that took a deadly turn in the middle of Lake Oconee.
Jocelyn Wilson and Gary Jones, both from Atlanta, set out on a small John boat on Saturday afternoon. Hours later, their boat was found empty, and within 24 hours, Wilson's body was found in the lake. 11 Live's Cody Alcorn has been following the search now for Gary Jones. He is live tonight in our newsroom. And Cody, you have some brand new information from the sheriff that leaves more questions than answers here.
It really does, Jennifer. Putnam County Sheriff Howard Sills told me a short time ago the circumstances surrounding this case indicate this is not just a simple drowning, describing this as an active death investigation. Tonight, crews wrapped up day 6 in the search for Gary Jones. More than a dozen boats, along with a helicopter and a cadaver dog, were used, but there was no sign of Jones. This area of the lake is around 80 feet deep, and here's what we know so far. The couple who are engaged drove up to Putnam County on Saturday, checking into a hotel where they plan to celebrate Jones's 50th birthday. They put in Jones's 12-foot John boat in Lick Creek around 3:30 at Fishtail Marina. Now, the boat was found empty about 2 hours later in the middle of Richland Creek, which runs through Lake Oconee. The boat was circling inside. The sheriff says they found a slice of birthday cake, some snacks, and tonight the sheriff confirming there were life jackets in that John boat. However, Jones and Wilson were nowhere to be found.
The dynamics, if you fall out of one or something like that and it's still running, it will drop back down to idle speed and it will just circle until it runs into something or runs out of gas. So this vessel was not designed for where it was. They traveled at least 7 miles from where they put in.
Get out of here.
Sheriff Sill says DNR wardens found the boat along the shore Saturday night. The engine was off. The next day, the sheriff says Wilson's body was found about a half-mile away from where the boat was found. Then on Monday, on the opposite side of the lake, Jones's shoes were found floating about 15 yards apart from one another. Now, Wilson's body is at the GBI crime lab, where an autopsy will determine how she died. Again, tonight, the sheriff telling me this is not just a simple drowning. However, he would not elaborate at this time. Crews are expected to resume the search for Gary Jones around 10 a.m.
A story we certainly will keep following. Cody Alcorn live in the newsroom. Thank you.
All right, fellas, family. Look, you saw the video news report. So don't hold back. Don't hesitate. Go ahead and let me know what you think might have happened to that couple. Could have been a rude boater going too fast. Could have been a rogue wave. Could that guy still be living? Because we're going to keep following up on it. Well, you tell me what you think. They're out there on the birthday tip in that little dinky boat. Come on, man. That thing for a small pond. Really? Captain Fox wanted to know your opinion on the matter. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe on the water. You know, we're going to come at you with some news. We hate to bring bad news this time, but I think it's important that you share it with other people, this video, sort of give them a hint not to go out on the water in those dinky boats, regardless whether you could swim or whatever. And they ain't even have on no life preservers on top of all of that. Tell me what you think. Like I say, we appreciate you guys subscribing. We'd like for you to hit that like button as well. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Because we got some good stuff lined up for you. That it ain't going to be sad and people losing their lives. But we got some good stuff coming up for you that we have in mind. So we're all going to have fun. I'm going to have some fun doing it. You're going to have some fun watching it. So subscribe. Stay notified. Hit that like button. Help support my channel. We appreciate it, man. Help the old man out. We just trying to do the right thing. All right. Share the knowledge God give it to us in the Holy Scriptures. Keep praying. Peace.